Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
Y'all already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Maldito Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, first and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. Good Thursday, good Thursday. Damn, boxing has taken a little bit of a hit in 2023. An epic year. Everything was running smooth. We said July is the hottest month. You know what I'm saying? The hottest month of the summer, the hottest month in boxing. July was going to get boots, and it's a Virgil Ortiz on the same day. Separate network. Showtime, the zone. But damn, bad news once again. Not one time, not two time, but three time. Virgil Ortiz has withdrawal from a fight versus Stanionis. And we're going to be chopping it up, right? We're going to be chopping it up about that right quick. Flex in the building. What's good? Charles Edward Cheese in the building. What's good, man? What's good? My apologies for everybody, man. A little bit late. I was, you know what I'm saying, taking the kid to the doctor, then going to the pharmacy. Y'all already know how it is, man. Waiting so long today. Flex in the building. Flex. One of the members of Punch and Ronque Boxeo. What's good, Flex? What's good, man? Danny Medina de lo mío. What's good, Mr. Moonshine? No Virgil fight, man. No Virgil fight. When to get the meds for the Virgil? Good man. Oh, man. Fill up in the building. What's good? Charles Edward, a.k.a. Queso. Con $100 de super chari party cake. Said ding, motherfucker. Clase session, I say, my friends. Clase azul in session, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long day. Charles of the Cheese, it's been a long day. Oh, let me get a little bit of... The bubble just ran up. I was coming up about to spit on anything. Hold on, let me get a little bit of this Happy Hour Thursday. Happy Hour Thursday is brought to you by Estella. Not really Stella of soft. It's really not a drink. It's really not my drink, man. Hey, yo, Charles Edward Cheese, my favorite beer is Golden Drac. I'm not a beer drinker, but it's so hot. It's so muggy out here. I was in a rush. I said, I really don't like the beers and stuff like that. I'm really not a beer drinker. You know what I'm saying? But I said, man, you at least Guinness, at least this. They don't sell the Golden Drac everywhere, man. So I said, let me get a Stella, get the lady the Stella too, I don't like, but it's kind of hot. He said, soft ass motherfucker. Come on, look at you, man, looking all thorough and shit, looking like a thug out here, and you drinking Stella. Man, you drinking Stella. Man, what you trying to do? Is Stella got her groove back? That's a girl drink, motherfucker. Nigga ass Stella. Hey, try to poke at your boy, Mr. Moonshine. Let a Stella drink. Man, that's a girl drink. It's a girl ass drink, motherfucker. How about get a beat this dog? At least Negro Modelo. How about that, man? But my favorite drink is Golden Drac. Your house, Golden Drac. They don't sell it everywhere. Golden Drac, 9,000. Yeah, one time I took to Golden Drag to the beach and stuff like that. You know, on the beach, everybody be taking a bunch of beers and stuff like that. I took it was 4-pack of Golden Drag. Hey, baby, you want a beer? Oh, yeah. I'm saying I'll be just juggling beers and shit like that. Oh yeah, juggle this shit right here. After the 2 beers, he was juggling balls. After 2 beers, I said, go ahead, yeah. I juggle these beers and stuff like that. All right, go ahead. 2 beers, you're gonna be juggling my balls. Ladies and gentlemen. And I don't even like the beach out here too. Sharks out there snatching people. I heard. I don't even know what the shark want to be out here with the dirty beach and stuff like that, man. We got black water. We got black water. You know, once you go to the Caribbean, man, you don't want to go to the beach in New York City. I don't even know a lot of people like going to the beach in New York. For real, man. I don't really go to the beach in New York. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm swimming in black water. You know what I'm saying? I'm swimming in black water. Once you're in the Caribbean and you got the blue beach and you come to New York City, you be like, damn, I can't be in the beach where I can't even see my toes. I don't want to be in the beach like that. I don't even know how the shark be swimming. They can't see this shit. Sometimes you don't know if it's a little shark or a big rat. We swimming with the rats. Hey, Charles, block them if you need. Block them. Heckles deep pause. Yo. Peep this out. And I also want to talk about, I haven't got a chance to do a video, but I also want to talk about Timothy Bradley's comment about fathers. I really want to get into that. Because I was not going to give Timothy Bradley a pass. Don't you think? I don't give Timothy Bradley a pass. A lot of people got fired at ESPN. Max Kellerman gone. Andre Ward gone. Shit, I don't wish upon nobody to be gone or get fired. But if anybody, if I would have to choose to give the boot, I would have gave Timothy Bradley. Because Timothy Bradley said some silly ass ish just a week ago. Say sa in the building. Say sa. Con los 2 pesos de plátano. Timothy Bradley said some weak ass shit. Talking about that. This is what Timothy Bradley said. I really got to talk about this, y'all. Y'all got to help me out because y'all know, if y'all familiar with the channel, I always say that fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. Whoever follow this channel, y'all know that I stand on that. Fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. I love the son and father collaboration in the sport of boxing. It's a beautiful thing. In a society, especially with the society that I come from in the urban area, they have this thing about that fatherless children. A lot of fatherless children. That's one of the main reasons why young men be acting up, because they don't have fathers in their lives. You know what I'm saying? And then, but in boxing, that's all you see. That's all you see, father and son. And then Timothy Bradley want to come out of nowhere and say this. Hold on, let me put it up. Let me see if I put it up. This pathetic thing, man. I disagree with Timothy Bradley so hard that I want him outside the sport of boxing. I wouldn't even want him next to a microphone. And you know he was throwing shots at Tito Lopez and his dad. Timothy Bradley calls for father-son duels to be banned in boxing. What kind of crack-ish is that? What type of crack-ish is Timothy Bradley smoking? What the hell are you talking about? To ban? Are you nuts? Are you crazy? High low, dímelo con los 2 pesos de salchichón. Dímelo, mi hermano, high low. Mira esta mierda de que Timothy Bradley saying that calls for father and son duels to be banned in the sport of boxing. This man got to be fully crazy. I don't even know why he's so jealous of these guys, man. I'm telling you, man, these guys are ESPN and Top Rank, bro, for real, man. They got some personal issues, bro. They got some personal vendetta with what did Tito from Lopez and Senior did to Timothy Bradley? Did they ran a train on the way? I don't know, but damn, man, he's a hater. Yeah. Jackie Hernández, la reina de boxeo. Con los 5 pesos. I comprar Chinese food tonight, baby. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, High Low. Thank you, Charles in the building. Thank you, Say Sa. Yeah. Check it out. Hold on. I got you right here. Let's see what the man had to say. This disgrace said it just needs to be banned. Bradley said on the 3 knockdown rules. That's Steve Smith and Mario Lopez. I think boxing needs to ban father and son partnership. Think about this. Look, partnership. Not only as trainers, but partnership. This man got to be smoking some ish. He's a hater, bro. He's a hater of father. What happened? Your father didn't take care of you? What happened? Because you have a strange relationship with your dad, you think every son got the same relationship you got with your dad? Your father cannot be your trainer. Who said that? Your father, he can be in your corner, whatever, but he cannot be your trainer. What the hell is that? He cannot be a trainer, but he could be in your corner? What is this idiot talking about? I think it should be banned. Honestly, man, you just said it right there. Man, the relationship between father and son is horrible. Timothy Bradley ain't say that about Papachenko and Lomachenko. When did Timothy Bradley, he on ESPN, he does all the same Lomachenko fights. When did Timothy Bradley ever mention Papachenko and Lomachenko as a bad duo? Never. He never mentioned this. The only reason why he's mentioning this is because he felt stupid that Teofimo Lopez whooped Josh Taylor's ass and Teofimo Lopez Sr. had the last word. Let me give you a little insight of Timothy Bradley and what he once told Teofimo Lopez. Timothy Bradley told Teofimo Lopez around the Nakatani time, he said, you're not ready for Lomachenko. Your father is going to get you killed. That's what he told Teofimo Lopez. He always had this vendetta with the Lopez. I don't know why. We never heard Timothy Bradley say anything bad about Vasily Lomachenko and Papachenko. You telling me, look, the light, peep this, ladies and gentlemen, peep this. Hold on, let me put the la cara. He also said partnership. The lightweight undisputed today is Devin Haney. You think Devin Haney's career will be moving the way that it moved without Bill Haney? Think about that, folks. You think that Devin Haney's career will be moving the way that it's been moving? Very successful as a businessman. Very successful. You think that Devin Haney will be in the position that he's in without Bill Haney? You think that Teofimo Lopez will be in the position that he's in as a 2-division world champion, two division living with the age of 25, already stamping himself as a Hall of Famer? You think that he would have done it without Teofimo Lopez Sr.? What's good? High, low, D-Man low, Mr. Moonshot to keep up objectivity in the sport of boxing. Dímelo, mi hermano. ¿Qué lo que? Gracias, mi hermano. Let's not also forget that Earl the True Spence Sr. is the one that has been facilitating his Junior's career. Yeah, Earl the True Spence Sr. has always been in his son's corner, never left his son's corner. And also, it was him that decided to have his son sign with Al Hamon. You don't want no partnership, no father and son partnership? What is it? Because your father couldn't handle your career? Because he couldn't look out for you? Maybe because he didn't have the intellect like these other fathers? Or maybe you just abandoned your father and stuff like that. Why you ain't carry your father? That was that should have been your dynamic duo. Huh? Why you dumped your father? Oh, because you dumped your father and these guys are loyal to their father. Maybe that's what it is, Timothy Bradley. I don't know. We ain't never heard this when he never went at Vasily Lomachenko and Papachenko. That shit. If Vasily Lomachenko would have won and beat Devin the Dream Haney, he would have never said that. If Papachenko, put it this way, if Papachenko and Vasily Lomachenko would have won that fight versus Devin the Dream Haney, Timothy Bradley would have never said this. Timothy Bradley would have never said that. No. Timothy Bradley would have never said this BS. The reason why he said it is his vendetta against Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez Sr. That's what it is. Calls for father and son duel to be banned in the sport of boxing. Floyd Mayweather and Floyd Mayweather Sr. That epic moment after before the 12th round, before the start of the 12th round with Floyd Mayweather and his dad. That was a beautiful thing, Timothy Bradley. Maybe because you never had a beautiful thing like that with your father. You trying to look at everybody else's father and son duel like it's a problem. No, you the problem. Dímelo, Sanchez, dímelo. Este tigre crazy. He crazy, my friend. Virgil Ortiz and his dad has done a wonderful job. Now, of course, his body has not, has not lived up to his expectations in 147-pound division. Let's not also forget that this weekend we're going to be watching one of the best father trainers in Boozy. Is Boozy a bad trainer for Boots Ennis? Timothy Bradley? Should Jerome Boots Ennis, who probably got the heaviest bag out of the youth, one of the phenom in the welterweight division, should Jerome Boots Ennis boot his father? Timothy Bradley? Talk to me, Timothy Bradley. Should he boot him? I dare you to tell that shit to Boozy's face. Oh, yo, Boozy, you should be banned from training your dad. See, Timothy Bradley said some disrespectful shit. So for me, even if he's not saying directly to somebody, that's the most disrespectful-ish. That's the most disrespectful-ish. Stay within boxing, bro. Fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. It's a beautiful thing to see father and son collaboration. Beautiful thing. Charles Edochie said, that's wild. I've been trying to think of a good devil's advocate argument, but nah, that's just dumb. But yeah, you can't. Especially successful. Think about it. Two out of the last 4 trainer of the years has been fathers. Think about it. Papachenko, Teofimo Lopez Sr., Eddie Reynoso, and Derrick James. 2 of the last 4 trainer of the year recipients are fathers. And they've done a wonderful job. In a short period of time, in a short career of Vasily Lomachenko, because he got a short professional career. He's a Hall of Famer. 3-division world champion, unified in the lightweight division. Teofimo Lopez, in a short period of time, 25 years old, already established and solidified himself as a future Hall of Famer. Those are fathers. I got you right here, bro. I got you right here. Ain't gonna be this. You ain't gonna. You ain't. We got banned. We can't. You can't gonna disrespect the family like that. No, I got him. Ain't gonna disrespect the family like that. Reynoso is a father, but not Cinnamon's father. I said 2 of the last. 2 of the last, right? But think about it. These fathers has also behind the scenes facilitated their careers, their son's career. Henry Garcia has done a wonderful job. See, and let me tell you like this, because they always say like father trainers, and Teofimo Lopez Sr. gets a lot of criticism. You don't hear a lot of criticism with Teofimo Lopez Sr. now, huh? See, they're smart enough to get an assistant like a Joey Gamache, right? And then yet they're smart enough to identify we don't need another assistant. We got this fight ourselves. We got the game plan. See, a lot of fathers do bring in some help, just like Angel Garcia. Angel Garcia and Danny Swift Garcia got probably one of the best resume, one of the most underrated resume in the sport of boxing. Check out Danny Garcia's resume. Check out who he's for. Matter of fact, Danny Swift Garcia probably got a better 140 run than Buck Crawford. Even though that Buck Crawford is undisputed, Danny Swift Garcia 140 run was more dangerous, was more epic in my opinion. Lamont Peterson, Lucas Matisse, Amir Khan. Angel Garcia has done a wonderful job. It's not the real one. I love Jesus. Jesus. Reynoso was the father, but a cinnamon father. What about Kenny Porter? What about Kenny Porter? Let me keep this here because a lot of people probably don't know what I'm talking about. Again, I didn't talk about it. I didn't do a video, but Timothy Bradley wants father and son duos to be banned in the sport of boxing. Why you ain't say that to Kenny Porter's face? Timothy Bradley. Sean Porter probably got one of the best resume in the welterweight division. Sean Porter is a two-time champion. Sean Porter not only flourishing in the ring, but he's flourishing outside of the sport of boxing because his father was his trainer and manager. We seen Sean Porter commentate on Triller, commentate on DAZN, commentate on Fox, commentate on Showtime, commentate on ESPN. Sean Porter is everywhere, and now he got his own podcast. Kenny Porter has done so much of a great job with Sean Porter. Kenny Porter has done a great job with Sean Porter. What, you want that duo to be banned too? You wanted that duo to be banned, Timothy Bradley? Let me go again, but Timothy Bradley had to say shitting on fathers in the sport of boxing. It just needs to be banned. No, you need to be banned from ESPN, Timothy Bradley. You hater. I think boxing needs to ban father and son partnership. Ban it. No, you ban yourself. That's one of the most idiotic comments I've heard in boxing. Your father cannot be your trainer. No. That's not your choice. Your father can't be in your corner, whatever. Well, what you want me to do? Just pass his son a couple of water and give him Gatorade? Dry his sweat? What you think that's only good for a father? That's it. That's all they need. Just a bucket handler. I think it should be banned. Honestly, man, please, they should ban Timothy Bradley just for that comment. Ban him. Send a bad message to young fighters that got their fathers with them. You damn hater. In a society like this that always try to push father to a side. In a society today where fatherhood is getting pushed to a side. Now you want to come on ESPN and try to and you have a credible voice, a Hall of Fame voice, and you want to say to ban fathers. What type of representation you're trying to give the sport of boxing and father and son? You are so pathetic, Timothy Bradley. You are a pathetic human being to even say those type of comments, you piece of human garbage. Yeah, that's the way that I see it. I don't like going at fighters, but I always say in my channel, fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. I'm a father myself. I take it personal. There is no explanation for it. There is no cleaning it up. I'm sorry, man. I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about it because you know how society is going. Elvis! Tim es un hater. punch hating on Tio's success, and Tio is right. He ain't a Hall of Famer. Que le queda con los 5 pesos. What a hater, man. What a hater. Yeah. What about exactly? Danny Medina said Bradley is ashamed to boxing. With that comment, I mean, aside from his what he did in the ring, the shit that be coming out of his mouth, man, he shouldn't even be given a mic, man. He should not be given a platform. That's one of the worst messages I ever heard, bro. That's one of the worst messages I ever heard. One of the worst messages I ever heard. 913 in the building said, I'm a new subscriber, loving your channel so far, brother. Good looking out. God bless you, my brother. God bless you, man. Glad that you're here. Ghost Guerrero. What about Trinidad? Tito Trinidad Sr., huh? What about that, Timothy Bradley? Do you want Tito Trinidad to ban his father too? You crazy, man. If we wasn't, look, even if it wasn't Tito Trinidad Sr., yo, there was times, I'm going to tell you like this, Timothy Bradley. If you know Tito Trinidad, there's been time when Tito Trinidad was struggling early in his fights, right? And his father, well, mira, puñeta, vamos a ver, si tú le ganas y dale con la izquierda y la derecha, mira, hijo, despiértate, coñazo. If Tito Trinidad Sr. was not in Tito's corner, he would never been that great. Because when it was time to adjust, and his father was firm, because no trainer would have gotten through Tito Trinidad. If everybody's seen Tito's fights, and when Tito was struggling, there is no trainer in the planet that will get through with Tito. Where his father used to smack him up, tell him firm, give him the instruction, wake the F up. Because another trainer would have never done that. Another trainer would have never got through with Tito Trinidad after he got knocked down, after he losing a couple of consecutive rounds. If it wasn't for Tito Trinidad Sr., Tito was never going to be that good. He was never going to be that Hall of Fame fighter. My fault, I didn't see it, my brother. I didn't see it. Almighty don't like nobody. My fault, I didn't see it either, my brother. But God bless you, brother. But God bless you, man. God bless you. But I didn't see it either, my brother. I think that Timothy Bradley probably, and it's unfortunate, he never had that type of connection with his dad, maybe in the ring. So he think that because, look, every relationship struggles sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a pressure sport like this. You know? See, a father trainer, he's always going to be a father, but he needs to not be a dad at the moment because, you know, you don't want to make emotional decisions as well. Bill Haney has done a wonderful job with Devin Haney. Kenny Porter has done a wonderful job with Sean Porter. Tito Trinidad Sr. has done a wonderful job with Tito Trinidad. Earl the True Spence Sr. has done a wonderful job with Earl the Spence Jr. Let's not forget that, yes, we see Derrick James, but Sr. never left his corner. Never left his corner. Derrick James may be giving him some instructions, but I'm going to tell you like this, and every father knows this. Every father knows this, that if you're a father that train your son in whatever athletics, you know for sure. It don't matter what your coaches are saying. You're going to listen to your father. Hey, yo, Floyd Mayweather is a well-oiled machine. A lot of people be like, oh, yo, nah, that was Roger Mayweather. No. If you ever watch Floyd Mayweather Sr. fight, Floyd fight just like his dad. It don't matter. It don't matter. Think about it. When Roger Mayweather, think about the fight. Remember the fight with Zab Judah when they kicked out Roger Mayweather out the ring? And then the next fight, Floyd Mayweather basically didn't have his father or his uncle. Everything is all here. And you saw in a couple of fights. Remember when Floyd Mayweather Sr. was trying to give his son attention and was giving him some instructions, and he said, "Floyd, you listening?" And Floyd just repeated everything. That's it. He's a well-oiled machine. It don't matter if it was Jeff Mayweather. It don't matter if it was Roger Mayweather. It don't matter. He was fighting what his father taught him. Shane Mosley Jr., Shane Mosley Sr., he was a trainer of the year in the 90s as well. Fathers matter, period. Facts. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Fathers matter. Fathers matter, man. In a society today when they're trying to eliminate fathers, man. In society today, they hate fathers, they hate the straight man, and they hate the God-fearing man. They hate that in society today. I even believe that he got some instructions. I think Timothy Bradley, somebody told him to say that shit. How can you say that a father and son duo should be banned, bro? Why? How could you say that? How could you want a son to boo his father because you did it, Timothy Bradley? Because you wasn't loyal to your dad while he gave you the tools and he taught you how to fight and make millions? You pathetic, man. You're shrimp pathetic. It's almost like what's his name? What's his name? LeVar Ball in basketball. He almost got 3 sons at the same time in the NBA. And the world, the media saying, shut up, LeVar Ball. His son should leave LeVar Ball. Stay in the cut, LeVar Ball. You living through your son. We always say that shit. In the Black and Latino community, people always want to utter the shit that, they want to live vicariously through their son. Why I don't say that? Why people don't say that shit about Vasily Lomachenko? Why his culture and the people in this country and the people from Ukraine, I never heard nobody say that Papachenko is trying to live vicariously through his son. But when it comes to Kenny Portis, fire the father. When it comes to Angel Garcia, fire the father. When it comes to Ruben Guerrero, fire the father. Right? Teofimo Lopez Sr., fire the father. Huh? Really? Right? LeVar Ball almost put 3 sons in the league at the same damn time. And the criticism that this man had. Exactly, Charles Edward Cheese. And taking care of his wife that had a stroke. And all you heard in the ESPN platforms, in the ESPN, the Fox platform, the Undisputed, the First Takes, all high-profile, high-traffic sports platform was shitting on him as a father, bro. They were shitting on him as a father. No, stand back. No, shut up. No, this. No. You want me to shut up, but y'all can criticize my son every single day? Y'all want me to shut up? Y'all want me to stand back? You crazy? I'm telling you, this society is sick. Sick. It's sick, bro. The Williams sisters, true, Charles. Look at Serena Williams. Who's the greatest tennis player in the women's side? Serena Williams. Oh man. Serena Williams is the best. Love watching. Matter of fact, man, she got me watching more tennis than any other man. Done a wonderful job, man. These fathers have done a wonderful job. One of the greatest fighters in the history of the sport of boxing is Floyd Mayweather, whether people like him or not, whether people hate him or not, because people didn't like the character or the villain character that he portrayed. Let me tell you like this, man. If it wasn't for Floyd Mayweather Sr., there wouldn't be no Floyd Mayweather. There wouldn't be no money made. If it wasn't for Floyd Mayweather Sr., there wouldn't be no money made. Why they always paint the picture of father and son as some type of villain? That's what I mean, Charles. It's funny in society when they say that fatherless children is one of the biggest problems on why Black or Latinos in the urban area is suffering from daddy issues. absent dads. But look at the success. Look at what you see in boxing. That's why I love that. That's why I always say fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. It's a beautiful thing to see father and son, bro. It's a beautiful thing. Who don't like to see that? Who don't like to see when Tito Lopez and his father in between the rounds and Tito Lopez Sr. is telling his son, "I love you, Papi," and his son is telling him, "I love you, Dad," and gives him a kiss on the nose, and Tito Lopez give a kiss to his son's forehead. Go out there and beat the shit out this guy. It's a beautiful moment. What about what Floyd Mayweather said? And he was emotional and telling Floyd Mayweather Sr., and he was paraphrasing. I did everything because of you, man. You taught me everything. You taught me everything. I love you. That's the beautiful moment. That's one of the best moments for me in Floyd Mayweather. I even hate it. Matter of fact, let me tell you, I was a huge Floyd Mayweather fan. I was a huge Pretty Boy fan. I used to call, when people be like, yo, what's your favorite fighter back in the days? I'd be like, the three amigos. Who's the three amigos? Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., and Pretty Boy Floyd. You know when I really didn't became when I started looking at Floyd Mayweather sideways, because I'm so firm about fatherhood, is when he shitted on his dad in that 24/7. I said, nah, not like that. Nah, y'all shouldn't promote that. I didn't like that. I did not like that. I hold that against Floyd Mayweather for a long time. I was a Pretty Boy fan until I seen that. And I seen the yes man just stand back and let him go at his dad like that. And I like that when they came back together. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started respecting Floyd Mayweather again. But let me tell you like this. I really didn't like Floyd Mayweather because of that. That was the sole reason. It wasn't because of anything that he said or his fights or anything of that nature. I did not like the way that he disrespected his dad. Leo Santa Cruz and his dad. Isn't Leo Santa Cruz a 4-division world champion? 4-time or 4-division world champion? Huh? Hey, shout out to Nonito Donaire. I know they were having some issues, him and his dad, but Nonito Donaire became a 4th-division world champion with his dad, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire Sr. Yeah, to be fair, I couldn't believe they ever got close again. Rumor has the senior held Floyd up in front of bullets to protect himself. That's what Floyd Mayweather and said before, but I don't know. I don't know how to judge that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was his uncle. Like, you really gonna shoot? You know what I'm saying? You gonna shoot your nephew and stuff like that? I don't know. I thought maybe he was playing mind games. I don't know. You know, it's a tough situation right there. That's why I said I'm Ruben Guerrero. Nonito has a fight coming, don't he? Yep. Nonito don't gonna be fighting next week on the co-main event of the Frank Martin fight. I just realized Tito Lopez, Virgil Ortiz, and Tito Lopez Jr. look like brothers. They look alike. Ruben Guerrero has done a wonderful job with his son. Put it this way. You remember what Danny Swift Garcia said in his last fight to his father? Remember, he in the post-fight interview when he was talking about mental illness that he was going through a lot, and if it wasn't for his father, he don't know that he'll make it. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I don't know what Timothy Bradley had, what type of devilish spirit that he got inside him to say that type of comment, because I think that is just a serious comment. I think is a comment that should be. It shouldn't be said. It shouldn't be uttered. It shouldn't be never. Those statements for me was devilish, in my opinion. Was devilish. Yeah, Sonny. That's what it was. He got so mad, bro. Tim Bradley just saying that because he wanted Josh Taylor to win. Timothy Bradley is so bitter, so hurt, so mad that Tito Lopez beat Josh Taylor that he got a tantrum. Ban the fathers, man. Ban the fathers. Them senior, you fucking idiot. I want you to start a boxing. All the fathers should be banned. That's what happened. Timothy Bradley got on a tantrum. He got on a tantrum. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge is the voice of the UK, London, bruv. Hey, yo, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, because me and Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, we always be talking about this type of subject because, you know what I'm saying, it's dear to our hearts. Shout out to all the fathers out there in the sport of boxing. Shout out to all the fathers out here in the comment section. Fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing, damn it. They try to eliminate the fathers. They try to eliminate the straight man. They try to eliminate the God-fearing men. They don't want the fathers to be in the head of the table. They don't want fathers. They don't like fathers, especially in the urban community. They don't like us no more. Because they know if they eliminate us, it's easy to take advantage of a woman and our children. Let me say it again. The reason they want to eliminate fathers, strong fathers, God-fearing fathers, they don't want us in the head of the table. Because if you cut the father off, you cut the head of the chicken. And they know that the family is vulnerable without the dad. Nobody messes with a family that has a father. Nobody messes with a family that has a father. It's a difference when you ring a bell in a house and the guy that opens the door is a father. Yes, sir. What do you want? Why are you here for? That person think twice. But with a single parent household with a mother and the children, oh, they look at them as vulnerable. I could take advantage of the woman and then I could take advantage of the children. For me, those comments are serious, man. Those comments are serious. Again, if you're walking inside the channel, let me tell you what Timothy Bradley has to say. I didn't do a video about it. It was a week ago. He said it just needs, well, let me put it like this. I'm going to say it again. I need to talk about it. I know whoever was listening from the beginning, but the people that's just walking in, let me tell you what I'm talking about right now. That we're going to be moving up. We're going to be moving to the Virgil Ortiz situation. Timothy Bradley calls for father and son duels to be banned in the sport of boxing. This pathetic comment. This pathetic comment. Let me read it again for the last time. It just needs to be banned, Bradley said on the 3 Knockout Rule podcast. That's the podcast of Mario Lopez and Steve Kim. I think people need to ban father and son partnership. Ban it. Your father cannot be your trainer. Your father, he can be in your corner, whatever, but he cannot be your trainer. I think it should be banned. Honestly, man, you just said it right there. Man, the relationship between father and son is horrible. Your comment is horrible, Timothy Bradley. You devilish soul. Your comment is horrible. Your take is horrible. You're vindictive against father and son because you and your father probably didn't have a good relationship. You think that everybody should be like you, unloyal to their daddy. That's who you are, Timothy Bradley. And you want every son in the sport of boxing to be just as unloyal to their dad as you were to your dad that put everything, that teach you everything that made you become a success story. Beta male. I hope Timothy Bradley is listening on. Randy! El pastor going in past the plate. La ofrenda. Vigilia today. Charles and Cheese con los $100 de super chari parique. Thank you, Charles and Cheese with the contributions, my brother, for the donation. Donation. Man, I thought it was a trash can. Donation. Remember Coming to America? He put the chicken wing on the donation. Donation. Man, I thought it was a trash can. Man, shut the fuck up, motherfucker. That's it. Jackie, la reina. She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever, a queen to live forever. Your Highness desires she for affection and the only your direction. Your queen to be. There you go, Jackie Jack. Let's go. High low. Dímelo con 2 pesos de plátano. Mr. Moonshine, el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. DSB with the clap. Gracias. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, baby. Thank you. Randy, la música de Randy, la música de Randy, espera, la música de Randy, el merenguito de Randy. Dale. Randy. Atención. DJ Canelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música ahora. Chara, my friend. He said that still got punched. Hey, yo, man, stop that. You know that. Hey, yo, stop it, folks. Come on, man. You know I ain't that light. You know I ain't light work. You know I ain't light work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and talk about what I've been saying for a while. One of the primary issues in the sport of boxing has been, in my opinion, I did a poll, but let me see what I had to say. Punch on by, I said, what's the biggest issue in the sport of boxing? 33% chose inactivity, 47% showed best not fighting the best, and 21% said robberies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe, in my opinion, the number one issue in the sport of boxing, especially when it pertains to fighters, is inactivity. I know a lot of people are always going to be like, well, they're professionals. You got to stay ready. Be ready. Is your profession. You're getting paid millions to stay ready. Salud, mi gente. Everybody, salud. It's Ponte Dronky. Happy Hour Thursday. Saludo, mi gente. ¿Qué están bebiendo ustedes? Everybody, put your cups up. Put your bottles up right now. Goddamn it. Don't you be making me drink all by myself. Like I'm a drunk uncle on Thanksgiving. Smashy the like button. I'm not gonna say the judges either, because there's a lot of fights in the sport of boxing. Not every fight is judged wrong. But I believe that inactivity has taken a toll, not only for the sport, but has taken a toll for the fighters. Because think about it. We've seen a lot of these fighters, and I'm gonna say it like this: a lot of people don't know. Yes, Virgil Ortiz was hospitalized. He fainted. He was hospitalized. Allegedly, he can't make the weight healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that a lot of fighters recently is being hospitalized before the weigh-in or right after the weigh-in, but they don't say nothing. The team is not going to say nothing. Sometimes, most of the time, the team ain't going to say nothing. The fighter ain't going to say nothing, because you know what? If you don't fight, you don't get paid. So all those 10 weeks of training that you just did, and then you're not highly prepared. You're not physically prepared to go inside that ring that Saturday. The fighters are still going to fight, because all that money that they spend, if they didn't get the promotional fee, if they did not get the promotional camp fee, some of these fighters pay their own camp fee, pay their own sparring, pay their own nutritionists and things of that nature. You think come fight night, they not fully physically able to fight? You think they're going to pull out from the fight? Because if they don't fight, they don't get paid. It's not this boxing is it's not like the NBA where, oh, I'm gonna sit out and rest and you still get paid. You know what I'm saying? In the NBA, these guys play, it's 82 games, and some of these players be playing like 50 games and they get paid full salary. In boxing, it's not like that. Let me tell you like this: Virgil Ortiz was not the only one that got hospitalized before a fight. Jason Rosario, before Charlo, was hospitalized before the fight. Couldn't take iron inside his body. He couldn't rehydrate. Tito Lopez should have been in the hospital. I was with Tito Lopez that week. He was supposed to be in the hospital before the George Kambosos fight. And he was telling his whole family no. His father was begging him, let's take him to the hospital. His mother was begging him, we need to go to the ER. We need to go to the hospital. He couldn't breathe. His family was trying to, you know what I'm saying, He couldn't eat. He couldn't rehydrate. Who else? Desmond Nicholson. Before the Edgar Berlanga fight was hospitalized, and he still went out there on Saturday and performed. There's a lot of fighters out there that is hospitalized before the fight. Now, Virgil Ortiz. Now, you know what, man? I'm also feel sorry for Stanionis, because Stanionis has been waiting for a fight for quite some time. I can't even imagine how frustrated Stanionis may be right now. Now, of course, all praise go to Virgil Ortiz, but there's two guys, man, that his career, Stanionis' career, and he's a young fighter too. I know we're talking about Boots. We talk about Boots a lot. We talk Virgil Ortiz a lot, but let me say it like this. Stanionis is the WBA JV champion and stuff like that. He's doing just as good as Boots and Virgil Ortiz. He's competing. Look, he compete with veterans. He did beat Luis Collazo. He did beat Butaev. He is competing as well. A lot of people don't want to talk about Stanionis, but Stanionis should be in the same sentence when we're talking about Virgil Ortiz and Boots and even a Conor Benn. Stanionis' career has taken a back seat because he was supposed to be in line to fight Earl the True Spence. They took step aside. He had to step aside for the Ugas Earl Spence. And then he was going to be fighting again, waiting again to fight Earl the True Spence while they was in negotiation. Bud Crawford, Earl the True Spence, and that has been having lapse on his career. And then this is the third time that Virgil Ortiz have withdrawn for the fight with Stanionis. I feel sorry for Stanionis, man. I feel sorry for the guy. Inactivity is an issue because back in the days, and I know, and I hate, and I'm also one of those guys that doesn't like to bring back in the days, you know, these guys back in the days was better than these guys in today's boxing or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But let me say it like this. The facts is, back in the days, you was active. You were so active that you didn't have time to balloon up. You were so active that you didn't have time to balloon up. The reason why Julio Cesar Chavez was always in shape is because he's always fighting. These fighters back in the days didn't have that type of luxury to not fight for a long time and then balloon up. They didn't have a lot of time to themselves. But nowadays, these young fighters that's supposed to be fighting 3-4 times a year is fighting like they're champions 1 to 2 times a year. What do you think they're going to be doing in their spare time? Do you remember what Earl the True Spence said prior to the Sean Porter fight? He said, I was self-destructing. I just had a lot of times in my hand, and I didn't even know what to do with it, because I'm saying this about fighters. Fighters are like caged animals, bro. When they're in the amateurs, think about it. When they're in the amateurs, they fighting consistently. They go into these tournaments, regional tournaments, national tournaments, overseas tournaments, the Pan American Games and stuff like that. All these elite amateurs, right? They're still busy. There's always fighting. They're fighting twice a week, like 5 times a month. You know what I'm saying? In the amateurs, and then they become a professional. And then when they start to become a professional, in the early, they're fighting 5 times. Look at Mike Tyson. In his first year as a professional, he fought 15 times. In his first year as a professional, Mike Tyson fought 15 times. Floyd Mayweather, how many times he fought Floyd Mayweather? Floyd Mayweather fought in his first year. Let's do a little education so we can understand what I'm talking about. Floyd Mayweather, we know that Mike Tyson fought 15 times his first year. Coming out from the amateurs, right? Floyd Mayweather fought twice. What the fuck? Floyd Mayweather fought twice in 96. Floyd Mayweather fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in 97. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times in 98. 1, 2, 3. 3 times in 99. 2 times in 00. Then when he became a champion, now he's fighting 2 times. Well, 3 times in 01. But you could see he had a schedule. Floyd Mayweather had the ability to stay in shape because he was consistent. He had a schedule. I think that they need a schedule for all these fighters. Fighters, if you're going to sign to a promotional company, you got to establish that promotional company and that manager is going to get you a schedule. Get you a schedule. Man, if you got to have some in between fights that's not televised, go get those fights. Look at the epic. Look at Julio Cesar Chavez. Look at this. Look at this. This is one of the epic years of Julio Cesar Chavez's career. This is one of the epic years when he fought Frankie Randall twice. You remember when he fought Frankie Randall twice? Look at Julio Cesar Chavez's schedule. Look at this. Let me show y'all if y'all forgot. Peep this. Peep this. Peep this. Peep this. Peep Julio Cesar Chavez's career. Pernell Whitaker, 93, September. He fought next month, Mike Powell. Then in 2 months, in less than 2 months, he fought Andy Holligan. In 2 months, he fights Frankie Randall. In 3 months, 4 to 3 months, he fights Frankie Randall again. In 4 months, he fought Medrick Taylor. In 4 months, he fought Tony Lopez. Look at this. Look at the competition, bro. Look at the competition of Julio Cesar Chavez again. And look at the time frame. So within, let me say, 1, 2, 3, 4. In a span of a year, think about it. Look at Pernell Whitaker, 93, September 10th. In a year, look at Tony Lopez. Medrick Taylor, September 17th. In 1 year, in the same 12-month span, he fought Pernell Whitaker, Mike Powell, Andy Holligan, Frankie Randall twice, and Medrick Taylor in the 12-month span. That's an equivalent. That's an equivalent of Earl Spence fighting Keith Thurman, Bud Crawford twice, Virgil Ortiz. Let's get an easy fight there. Virgil Ortiz, fighting Virgil Ortiz, Keith Thurman, Bud Crawford twice, and Blair Cobb and Butaev. Charles Edochie said they was literally fighting to their damage level and heal time. And guess what? Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. got all his faculties. Matter of fact, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. is still in shape right now. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. is still in shape right now. Floyd Mayweather is in shape right now. Mike Tyson right now is in shape right now. Sugar Ray Leonard is in shape right now. They was just a different animal. They lived it. See, now these fighters are just getting prepared when they got a contract. So you got Virgil Ortiz, right? Think about it. Virgil Ortiz went from 140 to not able to make 147. He went, a matter of fact, he started his career at the 135, right? Virgil Ortiz, I believe, that started his career at 135. He went from 135 to 140 and can't even make 147. Now he got to go to the 154. But he got a lot of time in his hand. And we got a lot of time in your hand. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to balloon up. You're going to be having these times that you never got used to in your life. And that's what's happening to these fighters, because from the amateurs and the first four years of your professional career, when they had you active, now they fighting 1 or twice a year. These fighters are starting to get to know themselves more. If you ask any fighter what they want and what they dying for, it's food. If you give a fighter enough time, they're going to eat their way out of weight range. Earl the True Spin said it himself after the car accident. He had that interview with Brian Custis, and he said, I was self-destructing. I didn't know what to do with myself. You remember Adrian the Problem Broner, after the Santiago fight, he was begging, I need to fight 3 years, man. This is what I do. This is all I did in my life. I need dates. I need to fight. I need to fight. These guys, a lot of these fighters cannot handle the freedom because they never had it. And if you give them 8-9 months to get to know themselves, this sport is taxing itself. This ain't basketball. You just can't go in the gym and start banging on the heavy bag and sparring. You're gonna kill yourself. This is not a sport that you have to be in the gym at all times. Yeah, you a gym rat. Yeah. You could be a professional and stay in shape. But I think inactivity has been it's been very bad for these fighters. Don't do that. Chavez Sr. more shape than his son. Facts. Chavez Sr. is more in shape than his own son. They different. They come from a different cloth. They come from a different preparation. They live it. They're just not fighters. They live like fighters. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think Canelo Alvarez has been good throughout his 168 run? Canelo Alvarez has been probably the most active fighter. He has a schedule. So when you have a schedule, Canelo Alvarez knows, okay, I'm going to be fighting in Cinco de Mayo, then I'm going to fight in Mexican Independence Day. He got a schedule. When fighters have a schedule, they do so good because they're preparing. They know when to cut it off. They know how to have fun for a week and then get back in the gym. Have fun, go to vacation for a week or 2 weeks, and then get back in the gym. But these fighters nowadays, they don't even know when they're going to be fighting. Stanionis don't know when he's going to be fighting again. What's good? Chick in the building. What's good, man? Sanside in the building. What's good, man? Edwin in the building. What's good, man? These guys don't know when they're going to be fighting. That's the problem. Think about it. You don't know when you're going to be fighting. You don't know when you're going to get paid again in terms of boxing purse. You don't know. Look at Keith Tom Thurman. What has been detrimental to Keith Tom Thurman? Inactivity. Why you think, now put it this way. Think about it. Why Gervonta Tank Davis is actually looking sharper and more sharper? Because he's active. See, a lot of people talk shit about Tank Davis, but Tank Davis is an active fighter. Now, of course, he's in jail right now, whatever. But leading up to a Ryan Garcia, why do you think Ryan Garcia, I'm going to tell you like this. This is how sharp that Gervonta Tank Davis was. That Ryan Garcia is one of the fastest punchers in the sport of boxing. Let's be real, let's be honest. I don't give a damn if you're a hater or a supporter of Ryan Garcia. We know that Ryan Garcia hand speed is special. Gervonta Tank Davis timing, he was ducking each and every left hook of Ryan Garcia. If Gervonta Tank Davis was not active, if Gervonta Tank Davis, I'm gonna tell you like this, how many Gervonta Tank Davis, I believe, has fought already 3 times in the span of 12 months. Ryan Garcia wasn't active. That's why Oscar De La Hoya was wanting Ryan Garcia to take an in-between fight. Gervonta Tank Davis. You remember when a lot of people was talking about Gervonta Tank Davis' weight? And then now in between fights, Gervonta Tank Davis was always in weight range, in shape. Gervonta Tank Davis, peep this. Gervonta Tank Davis fought in December 2021, then fought in May 2022, fought in 2023, January, then fought in April. See, I think that if he didn't fight Hector Luis Garcia in January 2023, it would have been a whole different fight, in my opinion. It would have been a whole different fight. If Gervonta Tank Davis would have fought Ryan Garcia without fighting Hector Luis Garcia, it would have been a whole different type of fight. it would have been a whole different fight. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. How many likes we got? How many likes we got? 56 likes. 56 likes. That's what Punch Drunk Boxing is worth. 56 likes. Okay. Mud, they only care about the bag now. It's not only about the bag, Felix. It's not only about the bag, to be honest. It's not just the bag. It's not just the bag. Is that the promotional companies is not, and the networks, they fighting for dates. But if there's not enough dates because there's just more sports now than before and the arenas is taken, you have to create a schedule that, hey, maybe not every fight should be televised. Like back in the days, not every fight was televised for every fighter. Even if you was televised today, that doesn't mean that your next fight you're going to be televised, but at least you're still busy. You understand? Mike Tyson will have a televised fight, and then the next fight, it wouldn't even be televised. And then you'll see Mike Tyson probably went from 20-0 to, and the next time you see Mike Tyson, he's 23-0 because you just didn't see the last two fights that he had that was not televised. You know what I'm saying? You still got to keep these guys active. They got to do a better job. Keep them active. If they don't have time for put them at home, make them sell tickets. Like, for example, it's just like artists, because that's the way that they move in these fighters. They move in these fighters like music artists. Like if they having a concert, sometimes the concert is going to be showing on they could probably have a concert on Netflix, on HBO, on Showtime, and some of the concerts you gotta go watch it on YouTube. If you understand what I'm trying to say, you got to keep these fighters active because they're losing themselves. How many times are we going to be hearing that these fighters can't make weight? It's not these fighters can't make the weight. It's because that's it. They balloon so much that all these fighters are now in fat camp. All these fighters are going to fat camp. All these fighters are weighing more than 25. They're weighing 30 pounds. They're walking around 30 pounds more than they fight range. You got to be at least 10 to 15, no more than 15 pounds. 20 is too much. 25, that's it. Now you're going to camp, fat camp. What they said about Josh Taylor, inactivity, right? He ain't let this show up inactivity. Of course, Tito Lopez, but Tito Lopez was active. Tito Lopez fought Pedro Compa. He fought Sando Martin, and then he fought Josh Taylor. So he was active, leading to a Josh Taylor fight where Josh Taylor was not active. One of the reasons why I got Bud Crawford beating Early True Spence is inactivity as well. He's going inactive. Now, of course, it does work with special fighters. It worked with Sugar Ray Leonard when he fought Hagler. Haven't been out for 3 years and then come right back and then beat the marvelous one. Facts. Look at Jason Rosario. Yeah, Jason Rosario ballooned up to 200 pounds. Jason Rosario ballooned to 200 pounds. And there's the reason why he was hospitalized before the fight. That's what I'm saying. If Tio wanted, could he fight Taylor at MSG? Then some active fights at Mohegan Sun, then Haney in Vegas, then Catterall in England. Like, would I have fun himself or get some other promoters to set it up? We got to remember, fighters like Hagler were getting paid $5,000, and he was already a hardened veteran with 20 fights. I think too many fighters are fighting for big paydays instead of for survival. Well, I'm gonna say like this: they're gonna spar anyway. Might as well get those in between fights. Get those in between fights. Keep yourself busy, because this one fight within the 12-month span is not enough. They're losing themselves. Virgil Ortiz can't make 147. Virgil Ortiz was fighting Ryan Garcia in the amateurs, man. Virgil Ortiz should not be as big as he is. Virgil Ortiz should not be struggling making 147. He should not. Virgil Ortiz should not be struggling making 147. Jojo Diaz should not be struggling making 130. When a fighter makes money today, they get inactive. I don't think that to be honest, flex. I don't think that I don't think that is the fighter's choice. If you ask any fighter, remember this is what they do for a living. They like to fight. Now maybe they don't like the preparation to a fight, but they like to fight. This is how they make their living. They be fighting their whole lives. Fighting is not really their issue. Fighting is not their problem. Fighting is the easy part. Fighting is the easy part. Fighting to them is second nature. Is that these fighters, even if they're making the money, don't really know when they're going to be fighting next. They got a lot of times in their hands. They start getting to know themselves more. They start getting to know other things that they like. Look at Keith Thurman. He fell in love. He got so much time. He went to Tokyo. He went to Nepal, fall in love, and then he lost the killer instinct. Of the time off, he lost his killer instinct. These fighters got to be active, and these promoters need to keep their fighters active. They just need to, or you're going to lose your fighter. You're going to lose the killer instinct of your fighter. And once the killer instinct is gone, bruh, the killer instinct is gone. You ain't never going to get it back. I don't think you're going to get it back, in my opinion. Could it be that promoters don't want their fighters to lose their O so they could keep them from fighting often? Depending what type of fighter you are, you know what I'm saying? Look, in boxing, we all know that the O is very important, right? But I don't believe if you lose, but I believe it's how you lose and how you win. Pitbull Cruz lost to Gervonta Davis. I'm gonna tell you like this: his stock went up. Nobody thinking about Pitbull's Cruz O. Nobody thinking about Teofimo Lopez O right now. You know what I'm saying? It's how you lose. If you get demoralized, because I'm gonna tell you like this: I think a L hurts. I swear, this old thing has been overblown. Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And maybe because we come from an era where the old man, we seen guys get knocked down, lose, get right back up, get back and stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter. For me, it's always how you lose. And I'm gonna say it like this: I think that the power fighters, I'm talking about the power punchers, the knockout artists, the ones that look like superheroes and shit like that, they're knocking everybody else out. I think the loss affect them more. See, I think the loss for Deontay Wilder affected him more because he was just knocking everybody out. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get demoralized, when you get knocked out, I think that's the demoralized. I think when if you just a boxer, a slick boxer, and you get outboxed and you lose a close fight, it doesn't demoralize you. It doesn't demoralize you like that. I don't think it demoralized Lomachenko though. See the way that Lomachenko have lost, see, it hasn't demoralized him. If Lomachenko get knocked out, see, it's how you lose. Sometimes how you lose, how you win. Hey, Timothy Bradley got the press after getting the gift of Manny Pacquiao. He got the press over that win. But you won. Why you depressed? Feel me? It's how you win. For me, as a fan, it's how you win and how you lose. It's how you win and how you lose. You know what I'm saying? So it's the how. Pitbull Cruz, his stock went up the way that he lost to Gervonta Davis. You could build careers. Look at John Ryder. Look at John Ryder. Did his stock drop? Did John Ryder's stock drop by losing to Canelo Alvarez? No. Matter of fact, it went up because he went a whole 12 rounds. Did Charles Martin's stock drop with Jared Anderson loss? Nope. Mark my words, Charles Martin is going to get another a great opportunity in his next fight. If Jared Anderson would have knocked out Charles Martin in that third round, knocked him out, stopped the fight, Charles Martin will be finished. But Charles Martin, making the way that he fought and the way that he lost, he's gonna get a big fight. He's gonna get a big fight. He's gonna get a big opportunity. Maybe Charles Martin versus Hergovich. I don't know if they fought already. He's gonna get a big opportunity. Watch. So they just started going to war, but they start asking for more, and then fights don't get made. I mean, everybody. This is a business. At the end of the day, I'm not one of the. I'm not one of those type of fans that don't want the fighters to get as much as they feel there's in the pot. Sometimes there's a lot of money out there, and the fighters are not the one that get the most money. Think about it. Look at Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. They both made $1 million each. Sold out Madison Square Garden. How much you think a lot of people? How much you think the business made out of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano? Amanda Serrano barely made $1 million, and Katie Taylor made $1 million. Sold out Madison Square Garden, New York City, with all the TV rights. How much you think? How much you think they made? The business handlers, the greedy hands in the cookie jar, made from Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor in Madison Square Garden. How much they made? Come on, don't say that, man. Why y'all saying that shit, man? Come on, man. Andrea Smith. Why you gonna say rip Virgil Ortiz? Come on, man. Come on, man. How about if a brother or father or any of his family members looking on, man? You want to troll like that? Come on, man. Really, Andrea Smith? Really? Is that serious? You think that's something to play with or something like that? Come on, man. Like you guys are like. Are you saying rip his career? I hope you're just saying like rip his career and not like. Because the one that get money don't have a problem getting a fight. Even the one, hey yo, flex. Even the one that gets money is having a problem getting a fight. Look at Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman gets money. He's having trouble getting a fight. The fight that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Even the one that get money, man. Even the ones that get money. See, the business of boxing flex is different. It's different now than it was today because back in the days they didn't have all these. The networks didn't have a bunch of contracts with all these professional sports. Remember, back in the days, we're not watching NCAA football, NCAA basketball, you know what I'm saying? You got the golf playing all day, you got tennis playing all day, you got the basketball season all day, you got the football season all day, you got the baseball season all day. You know what I'm saying? And now you got the extreme sports. You got a lot of, and now you got other combat sports like the MMA that they got dates for ESPN. They got dates. You know what I'm saying? So it's just now way more sports. So the dates are taken. The dates, the arenas is taken. Think about it. We were talking about where's Canelo Alvarez going to be fighting in Independence Day, Independence Week. And remember, they put the UFC was going to be fighting September 16th, and now we're hearing that Canelo Alvarez is going to be fighting Jamel Charlo on September 30th. Why they had a movie? Because it's not going to be in Las Vegas, right? Because the UFC they already rented the T-Mobile arena, something like that. It's just it's a lot of interest with other sports that boxing. They have pushed boxing to a side, and how we're damaging our sport is the high invested fighters don't fight enough. So peep this. We got Bud Crawford, Earl the True Spence, and I know they're going to do a hell of a job in marketing this fight, and I hope it's a success. But think about it. Do the fans know who Earl is? The last time the fans saw Earl the True Spence on free TV was, you could say, NBC versus Bundu, or maybe Lamont Peterson, the Lamont Peterson fight on Showtime. Ever since that Errol Spence been fighting the Mike Garcia on pay-per-view, nobody knew is getting to know Errol Spence. Nobody knew. And that's what's happening as well. The pay-per-views. These guys prematurely been on pay-per-views, and people don't get to know and fall in love with these type of fighters. People are forgetting about these fighters because they don't fight enough. And that's what's happening to the sport of boxing. The inactivity of the people that's supposed to be the faces of boxing does not fight enough. And that's what happened to the sport of boxing. It's inactivity. The biggest issue in the sport of boxing is inactivity, in my opinion. Hold on. Give me a sec. They can ask for more, true, but a lot of boxers today love money more than boxing. Christian Padilla in the building. What's good? Christian Padilla in the building says, what a punch. I agree with inactivity. I think, yeah, the inactivity is for me, in my opinion, the way that I see fighters. Look, I've worked with fighters. I advise fighters. And they be like, yo, I just want to get in the ring, man. Yo, when I'm going to fight, yo, punch. Tú sabes cuando yo voy a pelear. Habla con esta gente, please. Habla con esta gente. Que yo, I don't give a fuck. Sometimes they don't give a fuck about, yo, Flex, I'm going to tell you the truth. Sometimes they don't give a fuck about the money sometimes, man. They just want to get the fight. Sometimes it is. They want to get the fight done to earn their money. But they know, fighters know, especially when they go to the amateur circuit, they know when they're about to lose themselves. They don't know what to do. Some fighters just don't know what to do. They got a lot of time in their hands. They just can't be in the gym when you work in them boxing. Boxing is a very taxing sport. You just can't be in the gym all day. You know what I'm saying? It's a very taxing sport. Canelo fighting 3 times a year, and that's what keeps Canelo Alvarez in sync. Because if Canelo Alvarez would have fought 1 time a year, with the potential, with the decline that I see in stamina, Canelo Alvarez, he would take a huge dip. Flex, he said, he blew it already, man. That's it. He's never gonna find the killer instinct again. He's not gonna find that killer instinct again. Keith Thurman's killer instinct is just as bad as Anthony Joshua's. You know what I'm saying? The killer instinct is done. He's never gonna find it again. Keith Thurman's never gonna find his killer instinct. Out of sight, out of mind. Facts. Out of sight, out of mind. We got so much things to be entertained by. With the Bugatti in the driveway too. Facts. With the Bugatti in the driveway too. Shit. Facts. You know, that's why it takes special fighters like Floyd Mayweather. You got to give a lot of credit to Floyd Mayweather, man, to have all that type of money and still stay hungry to go out there and train and stay in shape all year round. You got to give a lot of credit to Floyd Mayweather. But man, it's because this was a lifestyle. See, the great fighters is a lifestyle. It's second nature to them. It's waking up and running. Look, Bernard Hopkins said he's weighing 160 pounds right now. Bernard Hopkins weighed 160 pounds right now. Wakes up in the morning, do his running. It's a lifestyle. Some of these fighters have abandoned that type of lifestyle. Now they're just fighting when they got a contract in their face. That's why I believe that Bud Crawford is going to beat Earl the True Spence, because Bud Crawford is a gym rat. Bud Crawford lives, breathes, shits boxing. Earl the True Spence, you saw the little belly? You saw the little belly that he had? You saw the little belly that he had? Earl the True Spence? I think that's gonna bite him in the ass, man. Pause. That's gonna catch up to him. Bud Crawford, to be honest, man, I got Bud Crawford beating Earl the True Spence. It's not just about the skills, it's just about the lifestyle. It's the lifestyle, man. And also Earl the True Spence inactivity. That's going to hurt him. It might hurt Jermell Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez as well. You know? That's the reason why Jermell Charlo wasn't ready for Canelo Alvarez. Wasn't ready for Canelo Alvarez. B-Hop was incredible. Still incredible right now. Still incredible right now. Still incredible right now. Making an example out of these fighters. Low Nose Boxing in the building. What's good, Low Nose? He said, let's go punch. Let's turn this into 90 days straight. I told everybody T.O. video. Get Senior on the live. Nah, man, these guys are, nah. We ain't getting, nah. Senior's chilling. Senior's having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Let Senior do what he do. You know? That's why I don't think he trains as much as he should. See now for a guy like Ryan Garcia is truly a rare case. He makes more outside the game than in the game. That's a rare case. That's very rare. But guess what? Look what Ryan Garcia is doing. Ryan Garcia is young enough, smart enough to understand that if he wants those cash, those checks to keep cashing, if he's gonna keep on cashing the check outside of the sport of boxing, he got to know that it's because of boxing that you're getting those type of checks. So what he did, I want to go back to the drawing board. Let me get Derrick James. Derrick James is the trainer of the year, and I believe that Ryan Garcia is doing the best thing that he could do for his career in and out the ring. So you got to applaud Ryan Garcia for making the right moves. And I hope it's the right move. Jackie Hernandez said, Fender, Bender, Spence. Shout out to Earl Spence, but I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna lose to Bud Crawford. Flores said, "Damn, I can't believe Virgil fight is off. His health isn't looking too good." I know, man. Man, prayers up for him. Christian Padilla said Jamal is not ready for Andre either, but I do hope they fight next and soon. I do hope too, man. A catch weight of 165 will do good. It'll do good. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. Virgil Ortiz, one of the phenom in the sport of boxing. We was hopefully wanted to build the fight with him and Jerome Boots Ennis. But guess what? Look, if Virgil Ortiz is going to be moving up to the 154, the 154-pound division is deep as well. The 154-pound division is as deep as the 100, not as deep, but it's real deep like the 140. Pause. The 154-pound division, I got Virgil Ortiz, Danny Garcia, Brian Castano, Jermell Charlo, Tim Zhu. Can you imagine a fight with Tim Zhu versus Virgil Ortiz? Tim Zhu versus Virgil Ortiz will be a damn good fight. Virgil Ortiz versus Danny Garcia will be a damn good fight. You still got Fundora, Erickson Lubin, Virgil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin will be a damn good fight. Yeah, man. I see the 154-pound division as an exciting division as well. Jesus Ramos, you know, what else you got? Bag the Bully, right? Is it Bag the Bully in 154? Josh Kelly and Virgil Ortiz fight. Xander Zayas, Virgil Ortiz. Xander Zayas versus Virgil Ortiz will be a good fight. You think so? And then what we're hearing, that Earl the True Spence and Bud Crawford's going to be moving up to the 154. If there's a rematch, it's going to be in 154, allegedly. Keith Thurman going to be moving up to the 154 as well. 154 is going to be the division. Jermell Charlo going to be hopping out. I don't think he's going to be coming back to the 100. I believe if Jermell Charlo goes to and beats Canelo Alvarez, wow, that's going to be something, yo. If Jermell Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes a 2-division undisputed champion of the world by beating Canelo Alvarez, who was a 4-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, can you believe if Jermell Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez? Does anybody believe that Jermell Charlo going to beat Canelo Alvarez? What's his chances? Matter of fact, I should do a poll. What's Jermell Charlo's chances in beating Canelo Alvarez, the percentage? Is it 100, 75, 25, 0? Flex. BK Alfonso con los 5 pesos de Super Chari Chari Parique. Gracias de lo mío. Flex. Appreciate you, brother. What do you think about Jamel Charlo and Canelo Alvarez? What about if he beats Canelo Alvarez? What do you think? Matter of fact, what would you think of Canelo Alvarez if he loses to Jamel Charlo? Because it's one thing losing to Dimitri Bivol, the bigger guy. It's one thing losing to Dimitri Bivol. It's one thing. But what about if he loses to Jamel Charlo, a fight that I never expected that was going to be made? A lot of people saying that it's a cherry pick. A lot of people saying that Jamel Charlo was the smaller fighter, which he's not the smaller fighter. But let's give into whatever a lot of people are saying, right? Timothy Bradley said it's a mismatch. If Jamel Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez, how would you look at Canelo Alvarez? Would you still think that Canelo Alvarez is an all-time great? Would you think that Canelo Alvarez is the best Mexican fighter ever, or the second best Mexican, or whatever you want to call it? What would you think of Canelo Alvarez? Would you be like, man, I thought he was great, but are you really going to then dial into his resume or whatever? It's going to be a lot of stories, a lot of narratives created, man, around this fight, to be honest. Because if Canelo Alvarez loses, to the respect, even the even pugilists of the game, even these guys that be voting for the pound for pound, they don't even consider Jamel Charlo a pound for pound. These writers don't even consider Jamel Charlo as a pound for pound fighter. If Canelo Alvarez loses to Jamel Charlo, a guy from 154, what would you think of Canelo Alvarez? Would you think that he was as great as you thought he was? Charles Edward Cheese said, consider hanging him up because the downward trajectory is true. Christian Padilla said, if Jamel wins, Canelo will retire. I think he'll have a rematch. Remember, it's a 3-fight deal. 3-fight deal. He have a rematch and then make more money than he's ever and make more money in the rematch. It doesn't change his legacy today. It just means he's done. You think he'll retire if he loses to Jamel Charlo? Will get the rematch. Charlo has no chance, says Hernandez. You think he has no chance? I don't know about that, brother. I think he got a hell of a chance. See, I don't know. Me, I always see, I consider Jamel Charlo a top 5, top 6 pound for pound for years already, for several years. That's how I feel about Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo is dangerous. I just never thought, I never really dialed into the fight because I never thought that Canelo Alvarez, because I know Canelo Alvarez always had his set on guys that's bigger than him and stuff like that, especially in 175. Even they was about to go and fight cruiserweight. We were just talking about Battle Jack just 2 weeks ago. We were just talking about Canelo Alvarez versus Battle Jack 2 weeks ago, a 200-pounder. And now we're talking about Jamel Charlo and Canelo Alvarez. So it's not that I never thought that it was a good fight. I always thought it was a good fight, but I never thought that the fight was going to be made. Eric Diaz says, so we're not going to get the Virgil and Boost dream match. I think that Jerome Boost Ennis is a big welterweight as well, and he's going to be moving up quickly as well. But now the welterweight division, now the future of the welterweight division doesn't seem as sexy, if you want to call it like that. It doesn't seem as attractive. I believe Jerome Boost Ennis, if Bud Crawford and Earl Spence is going to, remember, they got a 2-fight, so they're gonna hold the welterweight division hostage. They've been holding the welterweight division hostage. I think Jerome Boost Ennis should be moving up as well. Put himself in position. Because how long is Jerome Boost Ennis gonna stay in 147? Jerome Boost Ennis is big for 147 as well. He's not gonna stay there for a long time. So might as well just move up to 154 now because the belts are hostage right now. Unless if he's going to be fighting a guy like Keith Fontaine Thurman, in which Keith Fontaine Thurman is not going to be fighting Jerome Boost Ennis. So I think if Jerome Boost Ennis, in my opinion, should be moving up. Put himself in position up there in 154 because I don't think he's going to get a shot at Earl Spence or Bud Crawford at 147. Randy said it definitely will be a great fight, but I think that Charlo inactivity might make a difference. That's logical right there. Facts. Mr. Sanchez con los 5 pesos. Gracias de lo mío. Thank you for the super chatty party K. I think Canelo will retire like the great ones with a record over 70 fights wins. I know, but I think it's gonna take a hit though. If he loses to Jermell Charlo, I think it's gonna take a hit. I don't think that many will see him as great as they thought he was. And remember, look at the age of Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez ain't that old. Canelo Alvarez is still in his prime or the back end of his prime, but he's still in his prime. This is not Canelo Alvarez losing as an old man if he loses to Jermell Charlo. I don't even want to hear that excuse. I don't even want to hear that excuse because even Jermell Charlo is older than Canelo Alvarez. We always giving credit that Canelo Alvarez is accomplished all this at the age that he's in right now. A 4 division world champion, super middleweight, undisputed. King Nelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, Cash Nelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. get the fuck out of here, man. If he loses to Charlo, I don't want to hear nothing about his age. We never talk about his age like it's been a con. You know what I'm saying? The pros and cons of Canelo Alvarez. Age was never a factor. It's never a negative. If he would have fought Andre, he would have been younger. If he would have fought Jermell Charlo, would have been younger. Jermell Charlo would have been younger. Would have been younger if he fights Beterbiev, he would have been younger. Only person that's actually younger than him really is a Benavidez. If Canelo Alvarez loses to Jermell Charlo, I'm going to say it like this. I think a lot of people is going to question how really great Canelo Alvarez was. And I did this video a long time ago. I don't think it hurts his legacy at all. But I think the way that the people are going to see him in the moment is going to be the same way they saw Roy Jones Jr. when he lost to Tarver. If Roy Jones Jr. would have retired after the John Ruiz fight, I think people will be talking about Roy Jones Jr. as being the best that ever lived. Not only one of the greatest, not the top 10, not your top 20, because Roy Jones Jr. lost to Antonio Tarver and then lost to Glenn Johnson. And then his career had been like this. And then he lost, got knocked out a couple of times by guys that wasn't supposed to knock out. His legacy didn't take a hit, but the notoriety of his greatness took a hit. It took a hit. The way people saw him took a hit. It took a major hit. There was times that Roy Jones Jr. was fighting and people didn't even care that he was fighting. He was still a professional fighter. If Canelo Alvarez loses to Jermell Charlo, the same way people was looking at Roy Jones Jr. after the Antonio Tarver fight, they're going to look at Canelo Alvarez. The legacy is going to be intact, but they're going to question how great he really was. They're going to nitpick everything. Just like what they did with Roy Jones Jr. right after. Well, Roy Jones Jr. was never a disciplined fighter in terms of his skill set. He was always doing everything wrong. He threw the jab wrong. He threw his punches wrong. His defense, he never guarded his defense. Always kept his left hand down. Blah, 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 blah. He only relied on reflexes and stuff like that. After Roy Jones Jr. got knocked out by Antonio Tarver, everybody digged at Roy Jones Jr. He was never the same. His legacy, yeah, when he retired, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer, but a lot of people didn't look at Roy Jones Jr. the same way. They didn't look at Roy Jones Jr. the same way. They started looking at Roy Jones Jr. and he was a genetic freak. Not just a fighter, but more of a genetic freak. He just had reflexes, and when the reflex was done, he was never the same. They started questioning everything about Roy Jones Jr. Brian Guzman, one of the members of Ponce de Ronqui, said, damn it, bro. I was trying to catch Showtime on the zone cards at the same damn time. Now we got to stay. Now we could. Hey, yo, shout out to Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield. Going to be the main event. It's a great opportunity out there in San Antonio for him. He's a San Antonio kid. He's a Texas kid. It's going to be a good opportunity for Kid Austin. And I want people to tune in to the Kid Austin. I think he's going to do a hell of a job. I think he's going to rise to the occasion. This is time for him to step up. It's time for him to step up. Look, if he does a great job, if Kid Austin does a great job tomorrow and sustain the and captivate the imagination and the emotions of the boxing fans, while we got Jerome Bruce Ennis, we got Kid Austin. Let me tell you like this. We're going to be talking about Kid Austin versus Frank Martin. Kid Austin versus Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is going to be in the undercard of his next fight. If Floyd Schofield that does what he needs to do in this main event, this opportunity in Texas, San Antonio, they build. Shout out to Davies Entertainment. They also help build Kid Austin. It's going to be an incredible evening. Let me see if I can get Kid Austin on. Hold on. Canelo could be both Charlos. He could. He'll be the favorite to beat Jamal. He'd be the favorite to beat Jamal Charlo as well. But Canelo Alvarez has been on decline. His stamina has been on decline. That's something we can't argue. His stamina has been on decline. Let me see what we got. Smash the light. 37%, 189 people has voted. But look, it's still fire, bro. It's still a fire month. It's still a fire month. It did take a little bit of a hit, though. It took a little bit of a hit, but it's still a fire month. We still got Bruce Ennis, but I think the storyline is going to be a little bit different now, because I think that the Virgil Ortiz and Bruce Ennis fighting on the same day, it would have ramped up the build up to their fight, the potential pay-per-view fight in the future, and now it's kind of but it is what it is, man. I was trying to get the manager of Virgil Ortiz to join us. I think he's busy right now, of course, with a lot of things that he's had to deal with as a manager. Try to get Kid Austin in, but should have got him earlier this week. He said, if there's one guy who truly cares for all the Rick, the manager of Virgil Ortiz, have stated, let me see what he stated. Let me put it down. Let me put it right here. What he said. The manager of Virgil Ortiz said Virgil Ortiz will not be fighting this Saturday and his bout canceled. Ortiz fainted during training yesterday, and was hospitalized and treated. The doctor would not allow Ortiz to fight Saturday night, as well as the commission standards and recommended 60 days recovery. Ortiz will fight with a broken leg and one of his eye if they let him. He will take some time off to fully recover this time and be back on the end of the year. There is no question he will be the world champion and in the multiple division, and his safety and well-being comes first. That's what the manager of Virgil Ortiz has stated. Again, he said that Ortiz fainted during training yesterday and was hospitalized and treated. The doctor would not allow Ortiz to fight Saturday night, as well as commission standards and recommended 60 days recovery. Ortiz would fight with a broken leg and one eye if they let him. He would take some time off to fully recover this time and be back by the end of the year. There is no question he will be a world champion in a multiple division, and his safety and well-being comes first. I really don't know, man. If you were to invest money on Virgil Ortiz at this moment, you know what I'm saying? He's become, let's be honest, he's become a liability to Golden Boy Promotions, because this is the third time, man. The third time he's become some type of a liability. And you got to understand, these promotional companies spend a lot of money also when they don't get that money back when they're marketing a fight. They don't get all this money back. They probably have spent 4 million in promoting this fight, and they never gonna get that money back. So hopefully, man, he get his health back together. I think that it should even say, I think they should just let him recover fully. You know what I'm saying? No expectations at all. They shouldn't even put no expectations. Just do what you got to do. Shout out to Leonardo Rodriguez. Was good, bro. Eric Diaz said, Golden Boy been taking a hit lately. Yes. Yeah, with Ryan Garcia and them suing Ryan Garcia. Virgil Ortiz supposed to be the next Golden Goose, the next Golden Boy. He's not. Jaime Munguia, you can see that Jaime Munguia, he's gonna get got. Jaime Munguia is I think it's gonna take an L real soon. They're gonna have to be smart with Jaime Munguia, but he's gonna take an L real soon. I just don't see no progression. I don't see Jaime Munguia getting better, and he's going in the upper division as well. Like, I don't see him getting better at all. So I don't know. I think that Golden Boy Promotions is probably going to be in the cloud, but we got Kid Austin, they got Floyd Schofield, and he's in one of the most lucrative divisions in the sport of boxing. If he shows out in this main event in Texas and become a commodity out there in Texas, in which he has built his name in Texas, he's from Texas, built his name in Texas, and done a lot of shows out there in San Antonio. He lived out there in San Antonio as well, probably currently still live there. You go, then the Kid Austin is going to be in the mix of the Frank Martins, the Keyshawn Davis, the potential Pitbull Cruz fight and stuff like that, and Shakur Stevenson, and maybe a potential Javante Tank Davis. So Kid Austin tomorrow is going to be a very, very important night for him. He got to show out and do his thing. And I believe that he's going to show out and do his thing. Got to look spectacular fashion. Got to stop this dude. I know there's been a couple of fights that hasn't stopped the opponent, but he's been beating up his opponent from pillar to post. But I think he needs to make the statement. And I think he got the greatest opportunity for tomorrow to make the statement. Yeah, Kid Austin, that's my guy. Come on, man. Y'all know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, man. We've been following Kid Austin from the beginning. He's my guy. Question: who has the best gatekeeper career? Wow, the best gatekeeper career. Good question, man. We never had that question before. The best gatekeeper career has been. Because a gatekeeper for me, you was a champion before. Best gatekeeper career. Maybe a Luis Calazo. Austin Trout. Gabe Rosado. Is Gabe ever been a champion before? I don't think he's been a champion before. Because the gatekeeper, you got to become a champion so you know that they're prepared to become a champion because you've been there. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Danny Garcia. Is it Danny Garcia maybe? Jorge Linares. Maybe Jorge Linares. And today, Jorge Linares. If Derek Chisora was a champion, then I would have said, yo, Derek Chisora got a gatekeeper's career, right? Samuel Vargas is a gatekeeper. I think Samuel Vargas is a stepping stone. He never been a champion. I only consider ex-world champions as gatekeeper because they know what it takes to be there, so they can't reach up there anymore. But if you can't get through with them, you can't be there. Gamboa's a gatekeeper. There you go, Drizzy Joe. I think Gamboa has fought Tank, has fought Pitbull Cruz, has fought Devin Haney. Yes, I think Gamboa is your perfect gatekeeper. Jorge Linares, perfect gatekeeper. Who else we got as a gatekeeper? Maybe if he keeps on fighting, Danny Jacobs may be a gatekeeper. I think he's a gatekeeper now. Is Adrian Broner now a gatekeeper? He don't fight enough, but if you fight enough, I think he will be a gatekeeper. Leo Santa Cruz hasn't fought enough, so Zab Judah, maybe Zab Judah, but I think Gamboa and Jorge Linares, I think they had enough fights with fighters that's coming up to be the gatekeeper. So I think I give it Gamboa and Jorge Linares because they've been champions and they have fought enough guys that's coming up, and if they could beat them, they hit. You know what I'm saying? Gamboa, I think, had a good gatekeeper fights. Tank, Pitbull Cruz, Devin Haney, I think those are gatekeeper fights for him, and I think Gamboa is probably the gatekeeper right now. You got to be a champion to be a gatekeeper. You got to have been a champion to be a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? If Sean Porter would have, if Danny Garcia would have stood in the welterweight division, I would have been like, Danny Garcia is a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? Because he just can't. That's it. He can't go over the hump in 147. He couldn't beat Keith. He couldn't beat Porter. He couldn't beat Earl Spence. So there he'll be a gatekeeper. But I think Gamboa is the perfect gatekeeper. The perfect gatekeeper. Like, let's say Keyshawn Davis versus Gamboa will be a good fight, right? To see where he at. So yeah, I would say a Luis Collazo, a Gamboa, Jorge Linares. In the heavyweight division, it's hard to become a champion, but if you could get through a Derek Chisora, you know what I'm saying? I think that's good, right? Denny and White might be a gatekeeper. Sergey Lipinets, I don't know. That Sergey Lipinets fight in 147 is kind of, you know what I'm saying? He never should have been in 147 the way that he lost to Bruce Ennis. But he could be, I think he hasn't fought enough in 140, but he could be a gatekeeper as well. He's a potential gatekeeper. In 140, I think that guys like, how will Ryan do versus Sergey Lipinets? It's all right, bro. I do it all the time. Stanionis withdraw first to undergo an emergency. Oh, in January. Yeah, it's true, Martinez. We do forget about that. It's true. It's true. It's true. We did forget about that. Undergo in January for this fight. Ortiz has withdrawn once before in April. Thank you for correcting me, my brother. Thank you, Arturo. See, that's what I love about this community. You know what I'm saying? Humble backup. Yes, it was Stanionis. I remember Stanionis did withdraw. This is the second time that Virgil Ortiz did it. This is the third time it's been postponed, but the first time it was Stanionis. Thank you, Martinez. You know what I'm saying? So excuse me in my last video when I said 3 times. You're right about that, man. I fully forgot about that. Maybe I was living in the moment. I was emotional. I was a beta. But good looking out, Martinez. You're absolutely right. Stanionis withdrew and undergo an emergency epidemic, right? Appendectomy. Very, very true. Good looking out, brother. Good looking out for the knowledge, my brother. See, man, I'm all about educating and then re-educate and then people could come to Punch Drunk Boxing and re-educate me, man. I like that. Boots need to fight Stanionis next while waiting for Bud versus Spence. True, that needs to be the next fight as well. Stanionis versus Boots Ennis. Yep. Or what's the other guy? Alexis Rocha. Rashidi Ellis versus Stanionis. I like Rashidi Ellis, but I like Rashidi Ellis and Stanionis. Should have been prepared. If he was still a Golden Boy, probably he would have been that fight. Probably would have been the fight. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow, we going late tomorrow, Friday night, weigh in. We're going to be talking about the fights with Boots Ennis and things of that nature, and just highlight Boots Ennis and highlight Kid Austin, because if Kid Austin wins, it's gonna be a hell of a run in 135. Kid Austin versus Michelle Rivera. That'll be a good fight. But ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is another day, Friday. Thank you for joining your boy, Mr. Moonshine, on this Thursday night. Hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody doing good. Your family doing wonderful. Y'all already know the best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart and build a relationship with God. You know, I ain't saying go follow any religion. All I'm saying is have a relationship with God Almighty. And we in this society, man, a lot of devilish thing that's going on, man. We need to go back to our center. We need to go back to some type of morals and principles and things of that nature. And I think that God in your heart brings that in your life. So, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. Have a great night. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.